Anne-Marie Zaftig, not a foodie. Today we're gonna make spicy, crispy fish salad rolls. Oh my goodness, it sounds fancy, but it's okay. It's so easy. I'm excited because I'm also gonna reveal the peanut sauce recipe, which has made me a little bit famous in our family. Okay, so hold on to your hat because today on Not a Foodie, you're gonna learn all kinds of things. So in another episode, I introduce you to your new best friend, the food processor. And this is her little sister. I like to call this little sister because it is the most amazing mini blender I've ever had. And that's what we're going to use to make the peanut sauce today, okay? It's easy. Okay, so the fish, which is tilapia today, it's been marinating in a nice spicy mole, ground powder, and then a little bit of red wine vinegar, some orange juice, but not too much citrus, or you're gonna cook the fish before you cook the fish. You know what I mean? So the spices can be whatever you like, in hot sauce or just garlic and chilies, whatever it works for you. Okay. Okay, so one of the things I have learned, and I have to tell you the hard way, is when you're doing the mini blender peanut sauce, to put some water in first, about 1/4 cup. Don't worry, I'm going to give you the recipe. But it keeps from the motor from burning out when the peanut butter gets stuck in there so tightly. You're going to use a crunchy if you can't have it. But if you have smooth, that's okay. 1, and look. They're very generous tablespoons. 3, maybe it's 4, and how about 5? Lucky 5, why not? Don't worry, it's flexible. I'm just making enough peanut sauce for 2 people, okay? Then I take about one of these tablespoons, a little more, pouring down the side of soy sauce. You're gonna have a nice salty sweet peanut sauce. Then 1/2 tablespoon of the hot sauce, spicy. Actually no, maybe 3-4 drops of that. Don't worry, I'm gonna put the measurements. Then 1/2 teaspoon of the ground ginger. Oh, it's so delicious. Sesame oil, how much? Who knows? Let's do 2 tablespoons of the sesame oil. What else? Garlic. A nice, what would be, if you were chopping it yourself, maybe 2 generous cloves. You like it garlicky. Then, very important for peanut sauce to be successful and have that tang, it's the rice vinegar or cider vinegar, and I like the cider because it's so healthy. 2 and 3. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna blend this and you're gonna see about the thickness. The Little Sister blender, well, it's not a brand name, okay? I don't do commercials. You're gonna just pulse it and then hope that it's nice and thick. If it's not thick enough, more peanut butter. Little sister is a little bit tired. She gets a lot of work around the house here. The other thing you can do is just poke it. Give it a good stir because the thick, crunchy peanut butter, it makes a little bit of a mess for the little sister. There she goes. Perfection. I always make it first. When I'm making the salad rolls, make the peanut sauce first because then it's going to get so delicious. You're not going to believe it. It's a little on the runny side. It's not a thick sauce. And you're going to be dipping those crispy fish salad rolls in it. And it's going to be beautiful. Oh, it smells fantastic already. I want to talk to you about this crispy fish, which we made in a cast iron pan. Lightly dredged in cornstarch, just to review, and then you're cooking it so that it's cooking right up the sides, almost into the center, to make sure that it's not raw in the middle. Nobody wants that, and that is not crispy fish. Okay, so look at this, and I don't know if you can see it, but these little tasty, crunchy bits. I call them pan leavings, but whatever they're called, that's what's gonna be delicious in the salad rolls, which we're gonna make next. So I think we have determined that in cooking, preparation is a great way to relieve stress, and you don't want any extra mishaps in the kitchen. So right now, in preparation for these salad rolls, I have some water boiling on the stove in a big pot. The pot only needs to be big enough to accommodate one of these, which is a rice paper wrapper. So delicious, perfect for salad rolls. What you don't want is for the water to get too hot. So I bring it up to a boil and then I turn it off while I do the other preparations, which is the vegetables and the filling. In advance of doing your assembly, you want to make sure all the ingredients are ready to go. First and foremost important is the rice vermicelli, which is going to be placed in each salad roll with the crispy fish and some vegetables I'm going to show you. So what you want to do is cook about 2 bundles. You can see it. 2 bundles of this is a lot. The reason I cook so much is because, yes, I make a lot of salad rolls, but also because I like to have a stir fry the day after. I'm always thinking, what am I going to eat tomorrow? Okay, so you cook those quickly in maybe 5 minutes in a boiling water, a little bit salty, but not too much, okay, because you don't need all that salt. And then you're going to drain it and rinse it under cold water very quickly and set it to the side. What do I put in my salad rolls besides this crispy, spicy fish? Well, you're going to grate some carrot, chop some green onions or scallions, as they call them in the foodie world, thin sliced red pepper, I'm going to show you, and also some chopped mint. Then also, like I told you, the cooked vermicelli noodles rinsed very well, a little bit of hoisin sauce, and some sesame seeds. All this goes into one roll, which you're going to wrap, and I'm going to show you. It's so fancy. You can make it for yourself because you love yourself, and then you have for lunch the next day. And like I said, stir fry too if you make too much, which I'm always doing. Okay, look it. We got the finely chopped green onion, very finely chopped mint because it goes a long way. And this is about 2 carrots grated, very generous. And you want to have lots of veggies in case you have people coming or you just want to eat less fish and meat. You can make it completely vegetarian. And I'm going to show you next time how to make baked tofu. So delicious. And you can put it inside the salad rolls or just eat it like popcorn. Okay, we're going to do the red pepper now. Okay, so I like to cut my red pepper with a sharp knife. Be careful, but it's okay. Down all the sides, okay? You want to get the most pepper you can possibly get because it's expensive and also because it's so delicious. Go around the curve a little bit. Some seeds might fall. It's okay. You're going to put that in the green bin, okay? If you have that program, you better use it. It's a really good way to put composting in the right place. Then get those seeds off. You're going to cut away any of these white bits. They're not so nice for salad rolls, but it's okay if it's going in a sauce or something like that. But you just want to make sure there's nothing there. I learned that from the chef Lynn Crawford. Can you believe it? That was a long time ago, but she taught me how to get that white stuff off the peppers, among other things. Very, very thin. Going slowly. You see how I hold it? I got my fingers away from the blade, okay? Very slim because you want just a nice, gentle, crispy bite inside the salad roll. I'm going to show you. Look it. It's like paper thin. But don't worry, if you can't get it small because you're a little nervous of the knife, just keep practicing. The most important thing, curve your fingers and always cutting into the fleshy side. Don't go on the slippery, shiny side. Then you're going to have an accident, or worse, you're just going to have jaggedy peppers, because that's what matters, right? Just kidding. Okay, are you ready to make salad rolls with crispy, spicy fish? I know I am. We have everything ready, and that, as I said, it's a key, especially if you're nervous in the kitchen. Get everything ready. Read the recipe if there is one. This is a downfall of mine. I don't like the recipes, but I'm going to write it for you, just for you, because that's how we do it. I'm not a foodie. So you have everything in front of you you could possibly need. Double check. Me, I like to wipe my hands every 35 seconds, or maybe even every 3 seconds. Who knows? It's crazy, but I just can't stand it, you know? So you take the rice paper, put it, as I told you, I got a nice pot of warm water. It's quite hot, but not too hot that you can't pull it out. The other thing I want to mention, in the Not a Foodie kitchen, we're using our hands for a lot of things. So what was your first step? Wash your hands, and wash them again halfway. If you've been handling chicken or fish, things like that, it doesn't hurt and it's good. You don't want to have dirty hands when you're cooking. Okay, so then you're gonna lift it gently out of the water. Lay it carefully. These are very delicate, but it's okay. Don't be scared, because they're actually quite forgiving too. You're gonna spread it out, make it back to itself like a circle. Then put a handful of the beautiful vermicelli rice right in the middle. Can you see it? Right in the center. Then we're gonna take the crispy fish. Again, you see, we're using our hands. Just take off a little piece, like what you can place on top of the vermicelli. That's how you know. You don't say, Anne-Marie, but how much fish? No, it's by sight, okay? So just enough to get a nice taste of fish all the way across. That's important. I learned that too from some fancy chefs. You want to have the same bite as much as possible. Then you're going to take a pepper, lay it on there. Little handful of grated carrot. Don't you feel fancy like a chef already? I do. And then a little green onions. Don't worry if it goes scattering, because we're going to roll it. A little pinch of mint. Not too much, okay? Because mint goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. Then the shaker of sesame seeds. A little crunch. Not too many. I like the black sesame seeds. You can do a mixture of the white and the black. There's even pink ones. Can you believe it? Then take a teaspoon, just a teaspoon, a regular old teaspoon of the hoisin sauce. And I'm going to write a little bit about what that is on the blog, because if you don't know, you need to find out. It's like the crack of the kitchen. We're going to put like this. You see, like a chef. Just a few drops here and there. Oh my goodness, it's fabulous. So we have everything: carrot, mint, pepper, green onion, the vermicelli at the base, the crispy fish. Now, here comes the part. I know you're scared, but don't be scared. It takes a few. The first one is usually going in my mouth, because it's a little bit of a, you know, what happens? Things like that in the Not a Foodie kitchen. We are just real, right? Okay. You're gonna, it's almost like a burrito. If you know how to make a burrito, you're good to go. Take it over one side, just like that. So folding 1/8 of the circle. Then taking the bottom up over. And it sticks to itself. It's fantastic. Then this end side. Excuse me, for my dogs are always trying to cook with me in the kitchen here. Then you pinch it so that the stickiness is happening, and then you roll it. I suggest slowly when you're new. Go like this, and voila, a salad roll is so delicious. And there we have it. If you put 7 of these beauties on a plate with a teacup full of peanut sauce, you have a beautiful thing to offer your guests. And also just for yourself. I am a big fan of doing garnishes and special plates just for me, because it's a way to love yourself. We're gonna take it like this. Of course, that's why everyone needs their own teacup, because you're gonna double dip it. Fantastic. Until next time, not a foodie, and I'm Emery Zaftig. Have a good day.